Hey, what's up guys? Gerry here for Full-Time Design. Gonna cover a little Aperture tutorial right now, but before I get into it, yes, myself and Terry are getting back into the swing of things, making videos for you guys. Bit of a backstory on what happened with the channel. Terry started working multiple jobs, I was working multiple jobs, moving into a new apartment and leaving school. Shara's pregnant, so, I also had to divert time to her. I kept on with Iceberg Creativity, but I stopped that as well. I am working on another project right now, just simply Pixelmator tutorials. It is here on YouTube, it is live, but for the most part, when I get a bit of free time, it'll be full-time design. So today I wanted to cover something in Aperture that every photographer should know, and that's how to add a watermark to their image. Now you might think this is trivial and far too easy for someone who's looking at the channel saying, well, they're supposed to be professional, what's so hard about a watermark? Well, nothing, but if you're a professional, trust me, you're going to want one of these. Anyway, the first thing you need is an actual watermark image. I have one right here in preview. It's just my name in a nice looking font. It was made in Pixelmator and it was exported as a transparent background. You can use an animated GIF file or PNG, which works much better. So hide that down right now. Open up Aperture if you don't have it open already. I got it open. I have two galleries here, and I want to export an image from my Canada Day celebration on my father-in-law's yacht. So we'll click on the boat. We'll select an image we want. I want to export this one called Yours Truly. It's a picture of me. We'll jump into the metadata. This is where you can change the titles, all the information that you'd want to. Credit to anyone who's taken in a copyright notice. Anything like that can go here. If you got any adjustments, apply them before you do this, because once it's saved out and exported, it's already applied. Yeah, you know what I mean. You can replace it, of course, but it helps to get it right the first time, doesn't it? Anyway, to add the watermark, go to File, choose Export, and then click Version. Then here in the Export preset, drop it down and hit Edit. And now you'll come over here, you can see all sorts of presets. I'm going to go up to JPEG 50% of original size. That's what I usually use. Maybe a bit less, depending on where you're going to upload it. If you use Flickr, this is probably perfect. But you might want to make it a bit smaller depending on how large it is coming off the camera straight away. And down here is where you add your watermark. So click Show Watermark, choose its position. Usually watermarks are found either in the direct center, faded away, or in the lower right. Lower right works the best. So click lower right. You can leave the opacity or you can play around with it. It doesn't really matter. I turn off scale watermark because usually when you make a watermark, if it's not in the center, they're usually pretty small already. Click choose image. Navigate to where your image is saved. In my case, it's in my documents. And it's called Gerry's Watermark. Always name things with simple names and put them in places you'll know where to look. Click it. See your preview to make sure it's what you want. Click choose. And it'll appear right here. The opacity is affected right here, so you can see a preview of what it'll look like over the image. I usually use a 9 so you can actually see the watermark, but it's still a bit faded. Then just click OK. It'll come back here. If you didn't add a name to the image, it'll be whatever the camera calls it. But since in the metadata I added Yours Truly, that's what it'll be. Then navigate to where you want to save it. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then export versions. Aperture will then export the photo, give it a second or two, depending how big the image is and how much adjustments you added. It could take a while, but for the most part, it's pretty speedy. Just give it a second there. It's still exporting for me. I have a lot of stuff going on in the background, so that's probably why. When it's done, I'll just minimize Aperture. I'm just going to go back to the projects over here. Let's see here. Minimize Aperture. And it'll appear here on the desktop now shortly. You can see here that we also, here at Full-Time Design, we organize our desktops really well. This is where we place most of our project files. Of course, Terry and Ryan do not have a pink anime folder. That is only me. But it is good, just a little tip, to organize your files. Your projects, your textures, your stock photos, whatever you want to call it. And here's the photo, exported. Sorry, I just had to kill some time explaining the folders. Double click it to open in preview. And here's your watermark down here. I'll hit Command 0 to fully zoom in. Wow, aren't I stunning? Alright, you come down here, and there's the watermark. Naturally, if it's a smaller image, the watermark will be the same, and it'll look more noticeable. When I upload to DeviantArt, it is much more balanced, more scaled properly. I'll actually show you. So we'll go here to my pictures folder, and we'll open a photo of my a boat passing by. This is the actual size they upload to DeviantArt, and as you can see, it's much better right here. I think that's the actual size of it there, actually. Yeah, it is. So yeah, guys, there it is. Adding a watermark to your photos. This is extremely helpful. It can prevent copyright infringement. One of the most common things on the internet now is, theft. Whether you're pirating software, music, videos, you can pirate photos as well, and it helps if you have a watermark. Then people know who took it and who it belongs to. You can remove watermarks, but, it's not that simple. You gotta ruin the photo to remove the watermark half the time. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this insightful. There'll be plenty more from me and Terry over the next little while. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.